From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Crowder now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Watch 57. Hey, D-line, lady. Switch. Kill. 22 jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Don't get nervous.
Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. You think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. It turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it with Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, and the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Big stop, G. Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down throw for Mayfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
You draw quarters. Lady. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Darnold now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield now from the 50. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57 the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10.
Check, check. Box 54. Box 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Airing one out and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Darnold now to throw. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
53, check 53. Let's go, let's go. He's crashing. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a play fake here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On first and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Mayfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So first and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
180. Check, check.
third down. Here's Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head...